Hi everyone, my name is Honey. I'm a social media literacy advocator into what investing really matters to me. Anyways, with that being said, today's video will be an October faves. I'll be discussing my favorites from October. Let's get into it. We'll do my positives and my current faves for October. The first one is the e.l.f. products, specifically the lip plumping pen and the squeeze lip balm. I know that the lip plumping pen, people did not like it, or some people did. Some people say it's a dupe. Some people say like, oh, why is it too much? Honestly, if you've ever used a Tarte lip plumping pen too, it's the same thing, girl. It is the same thing. On the packaging, it says it is the same as a squeeze lip balm in X, Y, and Z. It is the same, except it's in the stick form, and it's also a lip plumper. I also love the squeeze lip balm. I've been such a fan of the Laneige lip balms too, because it's so cute. It's portable. I've also been a fan of Carmax too. I've used Carmax in the past, but my sis said, why are you using my Carmax? I'm like, it's mine! I love it. It's so cute, and I've seen people style it with their, I think it's their their Sony Angels keychains. Very cute, very cute. The next one is the First Aid Beauty Balm. Oh my god, let me tell you, the way how it makes my hands feel not cracked and raggedy and dry. I had this one hand lotion. I got it from Marshalls, honestly. Pretty good. I think it's from the brand. You know what? Honestly, I'm gonna put the brand right here and the lotion, but I've used this one right here. And it had made my, not to say it didn't make my hands nourished, but I feel like I would have to apply a bit more of the product than it. And every time I apply more, like, would make it greasy. And I know it probably depends on some people's pH levels, so for me, it didn't work out. But for my parents, my mom specifically, she said she loved it, like, very hydrating, very moisturized. I was like, okay, girl. The next one is the Poppy Strawberry Lemonade. Oh my god, I love Poppy. And the same thing as well as Olipop. They're both good. Poppy Strawberry Lemonade, because when I was going through a rough moment during the summer, I was crying super much. And drinking Poppy was like drinking straight up, like, you know, the typical retail sodas, like, you know, the 40 grams of sugar, but replenished my hydration levels. It was so good, but I also feel bad because they're also kind of expensive. So, and I drank 3 cans of Poppy, the strawberry lemonade, from my friend's sister's collection. I felt bad because I was like, those are like straight up $10. And I was like, oh, my bad, girl. I'm so sorry. But they're really good. They're really good, and I love them. And I've been drinking them throughout October. They honestly taste really good, and I recommend. They have that hint of sparkling water flavor, but it's flavored like it doesn't straight up taste like water. Like, it's enhanced. It does taste like strawberry. Like, the aftertaste tastes like strawberry. It's a little sour at first, but the aftertaste is strawberry. It looks like a good, refreshing aftertaste, and I like. Next is the Olipop's Ridge Rush. I've been seeing them tease it on their LinkedIn, and I say not because I be on LinkedIn, but I be on LinkedIn because I need job. But I be on LinkedIn, and I seen Olipop's Ridge Rush. It is so. If you've ever tasted Mountain Dew, and I had to explain this to a friend because I've never had Mountain Dew like that. Like, I drank it like once or probably twice or maybe like very rarely. With that being said, I had to explain like how Ridge Rush tasted like, and I honestly could not explain it. I had to look it up, like, how does it taste? And honestly, my best comparison was battery acid with lemonade in it. And I was like, but in a good way. But since I can't explain what Mountain Dew really tastes like to people who have never had Mountain Dew, I have to say, oh, it tastes like battery acid with a mix of lemonade. And I feel like that's so strange to people. That is so strange. Next is the Kimbap from Trader Joe's. My friend, love her so much. My friend had put me on with the Kimbap from there. Oh my god, you pop it into the microwave, either 1 minute to 2 minutes. So good. Delicious. Like, it is such a good snack, or even if you want to eat as a breakfast alone. Very lightweight on the appetite. So if you're the type of person, and this is me, if you don't like eating too heavy for breakfast, but you know you need to eat, that is such a great thing to break your fast. Next is the Portraits of Dorian Gray. It's a book that I started reading recently. I am taking my time on it because I don't want to go right into it deep too much, because I know myself, I wouldn't want to finish it ASAP because I want to take my time. I want to let it marinate. I want to make sure that, you know, that as I'm going and working on myself, they're also working on themselves, you know? It's basically about this character named Dorian Gray. I'm not sure if they're an aristocrat. I don't think they are, but they're some line in that field, and very obsessed with the idea of becoming youthful, and they would do any step and every means to become youthful. I also made an Instagram graphic, so I'm gonna put it right here. I'm gonna put it here attached with the link or to that Instagram post I made. Very good, and I made like a mood board aesthetic based on it, and it's a really good book. It touches on some personal meaning and deep meaning in that book, such as striving to be youthful, what it really means to be who you are as a person. In a way, you grow, and that will forever impact you because you will never remain young. your brain acquires new knowledge and you grow as you learn. Another one is Half Price Books, the store in Dublin. I know there's another one in Modesto, but those Half Price Books, blessed, because that's where I got Picture of Dorian Gray. I also got a lot of books and I need to read them. I need to be on my grind, but lately I've been working on my, social media, so trying to establish myself as a person. But it's a really good store because they have so many renowned famous titles ranging from the classical literatures to, up-to-date books. I remember there was that one book that went around on TikTok. I think it was called Icebreaker or something. It's one with the hockey people. And then now we're going to talk about the downsides of October because, let's be honest, October was a moment, y'all. It was a moment. It being 90s to 80 degrees Fahrenheit in California, when people say, oh, it's fall, the only thing that's falling is my hair due to the stress and humidity. Like, it's been super hot in California. And I know depending on what part of California you're at, whether it's SoCal, NorCal, the Bay, Central Valley, X, Y, and Z's East Coast, or X, Y, and Z's, it is super hot. But lately, the temperature has been going down at night. And then it's been settling down into the reasonable temperatures like 75s to 80s in the midday. So they're not too hot, but not too cold where you can't really layer up. I fully believe that California does not experience fall. We don't experience fall. We kind of experience these two seasons, either summer or winter. Next is my phone. It's also very negative. It keeps overheating, but it's only because of the weather. If it wasn't ungodly hot, I feel like my phone wouldn't be overheating. Next is self-sabotage. I feel like a general meaning lately for October has been self-sabotage. It's been self-sabotage October for me. And it really does get easy to get in your head, y'all. It does get easy. But we've been working on ourselves. We've been meditating. We've been stretching. We've been taking every step to be very mindful of who we are. On top of that, we've been off social media too. Like, this is it. Next is comparison. Same thing with self-sabotage, because comparison, it really is a thief of joy. Comparison is a thief of joy. And this is what me and my friend were talking about quite literally today, actually. We were talking about how comparison, it's easy for it to happen because, one moment you're having the best day and then the next moment you're like, oh, I'm not going to get things done because X, Y, and Z already had X, Y, and Z. But with that being said, because it happened to them, why can't it happen to you? Wouldn't that be an existence of living proof that they did it, so can you? Part of me is super proud that, yes, although I do compare myself sometimes, but if they could do it, I could do it too. And me and my friend were talking about plan A's and plan B's. I was telling her, a plan B shouldn't exist because it just means you weren't passionate enough for plan A, And when people say like, well, blah, 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 blah. Like, when it comes to plan A, whether, for example, my goal, I want to be a social media influencer, you already know from the get-go. Whether it's within the fields of communication, people say like, oh, you're deviating from, your path of being a social media influencer. Yes. However, though, it's assisting to my future goals because I'm gaining experience in social media. I'm working with someone who knows the ins and outs of the trends of X, Y, and Z's, the tools. On top of that, if I were to work at a makeup store or makeup brand, I'm getting free products and I could use that for my portfolio because at the end of the day, my plan is for X, Y, and Z. All of these other side quests and side routes will lead to that. It's like a reroute. Never will I ever think that I'm not reaching my plan because I'm very passionate. I will make any means and see every opportunity I need to get into that person I need to become. And I want to serve as a lesson for y'all that, yes, although you could be deviating from your path, from your plan, but in a way, just like Google Maps, just like the universe, trust yourself and trust in what's ahead of you because one way or another, you're going to reroute yourself back onto the main road. It doesn't matter how or when you'll get there, but it doesn't matter how long you'll get there, but what matters is what it takes to get there. Have faith in yourself at least. Give yourself a little compassion. You're already tough on yourself already. Like, girl, like in this economy, you do not need to be doing that to yourself. You already have other people for that. Anyways, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed today's October faves. If you did, let me know. I love doing these because they're unscripted. They also show a little bit of my personality and they're not scripted. But if you don't like that, if you like, oh, delete that stuff, delete who you are. I'll be like, okay, my bad gang. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, let me know. Yeah, so, bye.